East. Over the weekend, U.S. forces launched a powerful military offensive against the Houthis of Yemen.
Breaking news tonight out of the Middle East. Israeli fighter jets are currently striking the Gaza Strip. The ceasefire between Israel and Hamas is over.
Deteriorating between China and the United States, with Beijing declaring it's prepared to go to war with America.
You're gambling World War III. You're gambling with World War III.
Doomsday clock is ticking closer to catastrophe, rising risks of self-annihilation.
The fire. Imagine waking up one morning to just find the world on the brink of chaos. Sounds like a dystopian movie. Unfortunately, this is not fiction. This is the reality that you and I are living in right now. Now, you can rewind the tape and go, hey, look at that guy. I remember him. That's Kennedy. He died from lead poisoning. It's almost like things don't rhyme, but boy, they do repeat. And if for some reason, like, you're Bravo, you seem a little off today, it's because, or drunk. Nope, temporary crown. Stalled by Conan the Barbarian. Showed my wife my tongue. She's like, oh my gosh. No, there is a slice going all the way down it, but the show must go on. As I recall the Cuban Missile Crisis, we were seconds away from all dying right there. And if you look, you're like, I don't know that map. Gulf of Mexico. A long time ago, that's what it used to be called. Hey, friends and family, the entire world, for some reason, I don't know, are they all NGOs? They all want war. And we're not just talking about nations, we're talking about our families, and we're talking about, again, a movie. Might not rhyme, but dang, it does repeat. Trump is issuing huge warnings to Iran. Also, Trump's getting like shot down. All these judges as of today. No, you can't do that. You know, all the fraud and stuff, USAID, which he's connected to, his family. No, but here it is, breaking news. Federal judge orders Elon Musk and Doge to reinstate USAID. I think if I had life to do it all over again. I know I was in the military. I'm very familiar with war. I'm also very familiar with how close we are to war. If I could rewind the clock, I would start a nonprofit. I would become friends with a politician, which I am. Nonprofit would be how transgender mice survive global warming. Make, I don't know, 100 million? Buy a private jet, pay myself, I don't know, what am I worth? 50 million. $1 million to the mice, 20 million to the politician. I'd have my island away from all of this nonsense. That's it. Life would be good. But currently, we have to face the reality, as Trump warns. Iran will face dire consequences unless Houthi attacks stop. Well, I hate to break it to you, Mr. President. Let's listen in to see if they want to stop. All right, let me go ahead and transcribe that for you. Houthis, we attacked the U.S. aircraft carrier USS Harry Truman with 18 ballistic missiles and drones. Sorry, once again, having struggle with the tongue. So would you do me a favor? Hit like, hit subscribe. The amount of pain from hell or high water on this channel. And you guys never know. I mean, I've had parents die. Sister died recently. This one, though, I can't hide. Also, I know your love in the comments section. I love you too. You're welcome. Thank you. I'm okay. I will always let you know if I am not okay. Quote, we will not hesitate to target all U.S. warships in Red Sea and the Arabian Sea. And then in conclusion,
في عملية مشتركة نفذتها القوة الصاروخية وكذلك سلاح الجو المسير والقوات البحرية.
Why is it every word? Huh? As you know, when this cat orders at Big Mac, I want the quarter pounder and cheese, and my wife and daughter would like, I don't know. I can't tell which one's which. Especially when you guys wear the same glasses. Gotta love your guys' cultures. Also, just FYI, hey, Houthis, he has a controller, and he could just, like a video game, kill all of you. I mean, you're clearly messing with the wrong dude. Not just that, he really likes himself. I mean, you know, if you wear a clothing line that says your name, I am a hypocrite because my friends Scott and Haley bought me clothing with Bravo on it. And they watch the show every day, so shout out. Hi, guys. Breaking. Here we go. Hey, see that boat right there? This doesn't exist anymore. Unconfirmed. Well, it's unconfirmed that Iran's ship, it was a spy ship, the most advanced vessel in Iran's Navy, was targeted and sunk in the Red Sea. So with that, welcome to war. I say maybe it's not sunk. Maybe that's actually a submarine. It went under. Guys, this is everywhere. It is all going down really bad. And a lot of things I can't show you, and I'm hoping, okay. Wall Street Journal, you'll be nice on your video footage of death and destruction. Israeli strikes kills hundreds, tipping Gaza back towards war. Attacks mark one of the deadliest days since the war began and came after talks to release remaining hostages broke down. Just like that, the war continues, kind of like the Bible said. And for those of you that don't know about the Bible, the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Torah, the books and letters that were written thousands of years ago, you don't, because you're going to lose. It's just in there. And so far, God is betting 1,000 for 1,000. Don't want to go to war with that little speck over there, which you can't even, you're like, where is it? I actually took a cruise ship over there from Greece to Israel. It's right here. Little teeny speck in the water. All these other colors all around that little speck is like, we're going to get you. Talking about a losing battle that they always win. Whether you love them or hate them, it's a promise. A God promise, a promise kept is a promise kept. But on Tuesday, killing more than 400 people, according to the Palestinian authorities. This is a war that will always have ceasefire, but in the end, and because it is rooted in religion, it shall continue for, well, I mean, not forever. This one, we don't know. White House says, quote, peace to begin, as Putin too agrees on halt attacks on Ukraine's energy facilities for 30 days. All right, so now changing gears to good old Chuck Schumer, who folded like a paper towel, a lawn chair, but I mean, he saved the Democratic Party. I'm sorry. You have people on the left like AOC, they're all like going nuts. Get him out of here. That is what is currently happening right now. The left is eating themselves. Look at some of these articles. Chuck Schumer shrugs off suggestion he should step down. Schumer dismisses possible AOC primary challenge. Democrats are furious with Chuck Schumer. Be a fighter? And Crockett, she doesn't even think we'll have elections. She's saying Crockett on possibility of supporting AOC over Schumer. U.S. may not even have elections by then. Again, thanks for subscribing. Let's listen in to Chucky.
What their attitude is, I made my money all by myself. How dare your government take my money from me? I don't want to pay taxes. Or, I built my company with my bare hands. How dare your government tell me how I should treat my customers, the land and water that I own? They hate government. Government's a barrier to people. A barrier to stop them from doing things. They want to destroy it. We are not letting them do it, and we're united.
So there was Schumer, who thinks it's a really good idea for all of us Americans to work really hard every single day and then give it to the government. So then the government can give it to the NGOs, and then the NGOs give it back to the politicians like Chucky. Also, Elon lives rent-free in his little brain.
A lot of people responded to the anguish. I appreciate it. I am furious. I wake up 3 a.m. sometimes so worried about the future of the country under these oligarchs or whatever, oligarchs, I guess.
Yeah. 3 a.m. wakes up, thinks of Elon. 3 a.m. I'm like, what are futures doing? 8:30 a.m. How are my futures performing? He's like, how's Elon performing? Goes to work, Elon. Eats, Elon. But here's me at 7:30 a.m. Did the gap fill yet? Can we just get rid of this? By the way, the trade that we all put in on right there, almost the finger. I'm telling you, you need a little line going down there. You got to fill that CME gap. And if for some reason you're like, I want to learn about CME and I want to learn about CME gaps and all that and futures, I'm leaving my futures course open for the $199 because I moved it back up to $1,000. How about if you want to learn how to trade things like like Bitcoin, and the S&P 500, and a lot of things. Almost 24 hours a day. So I'm currently running 2 sales. My bear market course, where I teach you how to make money down, $1.99, and my futures. The one that's going up is my bear market watch list. No more $1 a day. That ends this week on Bitcoin. Guys, this is what I do every day. And most of the time, my digits go up. Now, I would love for that S&P 500 not to play out. Then you could see what I'm going to do. I'm waiting for that gap, and then I'll make a decision. On Bitcoin, you had a triangle. Breaks, still in it. Can't, no, lower. Now you have another triangle, which is called a rising wedge. And you broke out of that. So Bitcoin heads lower. I have been saying this ever since back there. You never do this and not pay the price. Since November, you've had to go. December, oh, bravo. You said, what about this? Yeah, wait. Okay, yeah, double top. All right. Okay. Well, maybe, okay, you're right this time. Oh, you're right most of the time. Guys, charts don't lie, and sometimes it just takes time. See this? Bitcoin can come all the way up here and hit like 90, no, probably not 90 now. Well, actually 89, 90. You can come up there, boom. Still, you're in a downtrend all the way. The trend is your friend until the end here, or on this blue line. And then we renegotiate. And we can talk a 200,000 Bitcoin. We can talk a 20,000. We could talk a 1 million. But all I'm talking is like you measure from here to here, and that's where we're at now. This is what I do all day long. No dog in the fight. And I know you're like, Bitcoin saved my life. Gold, silver, these are all the things that shoot myself in the foot. Which silver, I'm probably going to be dumping the rest of my bags. Here, right there, 77.5. That's where you're going, but I wouldn't measure it from there. Maybe here. Oh, and for those of you that are like, why would you dump said bags of silver? Guys, when you buy in this range, okay, you buy low, you sell high. And people are still holding the bag since 2011. What is that? 14 years you've been underwater. Congratulations. You are an idiot. Just FYI, on silver, I dumped probably 70% of my bags right there. And then all hell broke. Own your bags. Okay, Jimmy. Silver can go from 30 all the way up to all-time highs to 48, even double. It goes to 60. I do this all day long. This is a little old. I've probably up a lot more than this. What on these? 179%. All you need to learn is, oh, this is a one contract, or this is futures. Oh, so you can use leverage? You could just click a button. You try to do this with like physical. There is no leverage. There is no button clicking. Also, if you want to hold physical, I'm talking this stuff, the click buttons. If you guys want to keep this and hold it, fine. Just don't get ripped off when you buy it nor sell it. What I do on this channel is I try to help you that, you don't have to go to these places. You can stay at home, which most government people do. 49 out of 3,000 people were showing up to work. And this was like the most they could ever get was 49 people out of the 3,000. Do you not think we might have a problem with government? But again, if I could rewind the clock, yeah, I'll start up an NGO. I'll study shelf life of fruit pie. Still looking good in there, Mr. Fruit Pie. I mean, this apple still smells that's an interesting smell. Let's listen into the corruption.
Things that we discovered pretty quickly was there was about 2,900 people that were supposed to work in the building. Turns out only 49 were showing up full time on a 5-day.
No, slow it down. 2,900 people. How many showed up?
On average, the highest that we saw on a 5-day work week was 49 people, and this would be at Fannie Mae. And Freddie Mac has a similar problem. We're going to fix it. President Trump hired a businessman to do this, and we're going to fix it for him.
Oh, man, as quickly as the orange guy tries to fix things, judges are like, no, you can't do that. I can see him just like, stop listening to them. I mean, this system is such a farce, especially when about the auto pen. What a debacle, right? He was not this guy golfing. The other dude, Joe Biden, is golfing. And there is someone at the White House with an auto pen signing stuff for their friends. Then Biden's asked, so you signed this? He's like, no, I didn't. Well, I think we kind of might have a case. But here's another case. Judge orders Elon Musk, Trump, and Doge to reinstate most of U.S. aid. fraud. And right about this point, I'm pretty sure he's like, let's do away with the judges, which actually happened. Got to go back about 100 and something years, but they did it. But again, if you want to know what's happening, it's not the Green Deal. It's fraud. It's money, power, fraud. It's probably money. Yeah, it's fraud, money, then maybe power. Power so they can make the money. Is daughter of Obama-appointed judge blocking, shocker, Trump's deportation works for NGO defending TDA. And you see, you go down the rabbit hole and, hey, look, it's his daughter. Oh, but the fraud doesn't stop there. It appears many of Judge's family are knee-deep in NGO fraud business. Wow. It's not just the judge's daughter in the nonprofit game. Apparently, his sister. Huh? Sure, you could just keep going down, and that's his sister? If I was a betting man, I'd go with brother. Now, if you are new to the channel, again, can you hit subscribe? Also, I will let Elon explain how the fraud works.
What can give money to a so-called nonprofit with very few controls, and then there's no auditing subsequently of that nonprofit. So there's no. So this is where with the 1.9 billion to Stacey Abrams, they then give themselves extremely lavish, like insane salaries. Expense everything to the nonprofit, buy jets and homes and all sorts of things.
Live like kings and queens.
Yes.
On the taxpayer dime.
Correct.
You mentioned...
And this is happening at scale. It's not just one or two. We're seeing this everywhere.
Like what I was saying at the beginning of the show, if I had to do it all over again, start an NGO for as crazy it is, then you wouldn't even have to trade, which actually just about everyone in their mother is leaving U.S. equities. So those of you that are riding the bounce on the S&P 500, which I'm teaching you, this might be one of the last swings up. That's why I'm offering the bear market. Market goes down because the machine might be off. Might be the last swing up, and then we swing down, baby. We're not just talking stock market. We're talking everything is going off a cliff. Mortgage refi rejections. Oh my gosh, that's like the highest since forever. Something tells me the economy is not strong. But the good news is we're going to make a whole lot of money under this little purple line right here. Oh, and by the way, those of you that did take the swing on the 4-hour with me, you're still sitting on the Bravo 9. I'm just waiting for that 552. Fill that, and then we make a decision. But boy, oh boy, the amount of money that will be made on the way down, if you know what you're doing, or you will make nothing. It's okay. I'm okay with if you don't want to. Your job's not that bad. But with that, love you. I'll see you tomorrow.